Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Date Everything. I'm DNDJordanLea, she, they pronouns, and I'm super excited to dive into this next episode. Now, a couple of my streaming friends have given me some objects that I have to go and talk to, so I do have a small list, but like I said, if there are certain ones that you would like me to interact with or perhaps explore, whether it's a hate ship, a friendship, love ship, I don't know, please feel free to sound off in the comments because I love to read and hear them. Or if, here's a question for you, chat. If you were an object in this game, what would you be and why? Would love to hear your thoughts down below, but we're going to start our next day and see what we get into. So, like I said, we got 3 objects that for sure I have to. In fact, my friend Pandora Macabre, recommended I talk to the dryer. My friend Selena recommended I talk to the coffee table, if there is one around. And then Mott's recommended the coffee maker. My friends know me well, so I'm very excited. All right, let's put these glasses on.
Morning. Are you ready to start getting to know everyone around here better?
Sure.
Maybe finally find some love?
Ooh. Why am I doing this? What if I want you to fall in love with me? Where should I go next?
Oh. You certainly can.
There we go. Yes, I win. But
I'm still in my tutorial mode setting.
Ah.
On the clock with a new user, you know?
I'm the new user, but I want to confess my undying love to you. That is, wow, that's a lot. So we'll just say I'm the new user.
You betcha. So, if you want to get to know me better,
Mm-hmm.
take a look at my app starting tomorrow and we'll see.
Sounds good.
Any other questions?
No, because I guess that's it.
That might be it for this little Date Viators tutorial. But I think we're gonna see a whole lot more than we ever imagined.
Sounds
Pretty
good.
soon.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's date!
Let's do it. Okay. How many charges? We have 5 charges. I have 3 items that I have to talk to. So, leave the laundry show. All right, let's check and see. There is a coffee table. Let's see.
The first word that comes to mind when you see large cowboys standing before you is solid. This guy is big, and he looks built to last. He
Okay.
might be intimidated were it not for the kind expression on his face and the sweet way he doffs his hat at you.
It's really funny because I know Selena and I talked about the fact that we're both horse girls, and of course, the figure is a Western. Of course, it fits.
No one's ever asked you this, but if you had been asked to imagine what your table might look like as a human, you think this would be pretty close.
It fits, yeah.
We've known each other for a real long time now, but we ain't ever been properly introduced.
Is that Steve Bloom? Wow.
So, first things first, name's Abel, and I'm your table.
Abel table. Oh my
And
god.
second, that is one fantastic red shirt you got on.
I don't like that.
Howdy.
Howdy. Oh. Oh. Nice to meet you. I'm Jordan. I'm your human. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Oh. Oh no.
You know, it's a table. It's my job to hold things up all over the house.
Can you hold me up?
And I take my job real serious.
Okay.
So, if you're here talking to me now, you must need something more than just my support.
I need so much.
And if there's one thing Abel's gonna do, it's make sure everyone in this house has what they need.
Oh.
So, what can I do you for? There's gotta be something.
I'm just getting to know everyone around the house. Do you have any dating advice? You're assuming I'm here for you and not just walking around my house. B is so mean. I'm just getting to know everyone. Do you have any dating advice?
Heck, you're asking me that?
Oh, he's blushing.
Dating, huh? Hoo-wee.
Yeah.
Dating ain't really my area of expertise, you know. Me, personally, I never was one for casual stuff. If
Oh.
you're looking for someone who knows people, though, you might want to talk to Kopi.
Kopi?
You'll find her nearby.
Okay. What do you mean by casual stuff? You the old-fashioned type? Don't pawn me off onto somebody else? You the old-fashioned type?
I guess you could say so.
Oh.
All that talking and whatnot. Trying to fit each other's history into bite-sized portions. Oh, it just ain't my speed.
Oh. Me neither, yeah.
Well, I'm just glad I ain't the only one who feels a little left behind by the whole thing.
Oh, I like him.
But don't you worry.
Oh,
Kopi will get you on the right path.
okay,
Wenda, tell her I say hey when you see her.
okay. Will do. Thanks, Abel.
You take care now.
You too. Okay. He was very sweet. Oh. Okay, we'll do the espresso. Oh, wait. Wait, there's a coffee. That looks like a coffee machine, but then there's also espresso. So I guess I should do them both? Sure.
As you walk into the kitchen, you're overwhelmed by a strange feeling.
Never
It's
mind.
sort of like being watched.
No, that
but
wasn't a
it's real.
coffee thing.
You feel as if you're being evaluated, scrutinized by a presence that isn't all that impressed by what it sees.
Was this an air fryer? It looked like maybe it was glitched and the coffee thing was in there. I love that there is holy music. I'm pretty sure this is an air fryer.
It doesn't take you long to pinpoint the source of that feeling. A cleric of some kind dressed in black and grey robes, with a coil of sorts atop his otherwise bald head.
Oh my god.
He's handsome in a sterile and intimidating sort of way, but you can't even imagine this guy dating anyone. He's just so severe.
Okay. Friar Errol. No.
You reek.
Is that Liam? Oh, okay. Well, and you shine.
Spiritually.
No, like physically.
You gesture to his bald, shining head.
Oh, that's so
I don't
mean.
have a clue what you mean, nor do I care.
Okay.
My physical appearance is of little consequence. It is only my soul that will ascend to the heavenly kitchen.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, the what?
He ignores you.
Okay, well.
You reek of sin and grease.
What is your definition of sin, sir?
I feel as if I have been bathed in oil simply looking at you.
Oh, I get it. I get it. It's because, oh, god dang it. Because you're, okay. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing with food. Because, okay, listen. Don't make fun of me. It took me a little bit longer to get that. Don't make fun of me. But all I've had to eat today was cereal. Are you always this aggressive with strangers? What are you, some kind of health food salad? All I've had to eat today was cereal.
This goes far beyond what you've eaten today, sinner.
Oh, okay.
Your soul is tainted from years of blasphemy.
Okay.
I am Friar Errol, founder of the First Church of Convection. I am the steward of the road to the heavenly kitchen.
Okay.
I am a holy vessel for culinary purity and efficiency.
Okay.
And I am your salvation, sinner, if you would but take my hand.
Okay. Hold his hand. I'm not taking shit of yours, bro. What exactly do I need to do to achieve salvation? I will hold his hand.
You reach for his hand and take it in yours, looking him directly in the eye. He doesn't seem to know what to do at first, glaring at you in a surprised and uncomfortable
You
silence.
told me to take your hand. I'm gonna take your hand then.
Eventually, he extricates his hand from yours, wiping it on the front of his robes.
Well, that's mean.
I meant to take my offer of help, wretch.
Well, then don't actually. That's just mean. Yeah, I have known you for not even 5 minutes, and you've been so mean to me.
But it is not yet too late to save your soul.
Oh, I'm already apparently going to hell, so it's fine.
First, you are to confess your sins to me, the steward of your culinary soul.
Well, I met the door and wanted to have a conversation with the door in the bed. Does that count? I'm just saying.
Second, you are to help spread the gospel of convection to any as yet unsaved.
Is this a cult?
And finally, you are to keep your soul pure and free of oils and impure heat.
I make no promises because I do like fried food.
The path to the heavenly kitchen is blessedly simple and attainable, even for those as impure as you.
Okay, well,
Is our Lord not most generous?
I don't know of this. No. He sounds awful. Praise be his name. I'm afraid. Can you really save me? He sounds awful.
You are so addled with sin and impurity, you cannot even see when someone is offering you salvation.
I didn't ask for it.
Calamity, blasphemy, treachery.
Oh no.
Bless your humble friar with patience and strength, O Lord.
Oh no.
I shall need it.
Oh no.
Tell me, do you wish to repent for your culinary sins here and now?
Are you talking about like there was a very long span of time that I didn't have much of a choice, but the food that I was eating was very unseasoned? Is that what you mean by like repenting? Because believe me, I wanted more flavor. I rectified that.
I am ready, willing, and able to grant you absolution. You need only unburden yourself.
I mean, I just told you. Bless me, friar, for I have food sinned. I'm not ready yet, but I'll take you up on it sometime. You're wild, and I have nothing to say to you. I'm not ready yet, but I'll take you up on it.
Do not delay too long. One never knows when their time is up.
Okay.
I only pray you get your affairs in order before it is too late.
Okay.
Go now. May the Lord of Convection turn his gaze upon you, even as you continue to walk in shadow.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the shadows. I live there.
The friar begins some sort of prayer, ignoring you as you wander away.
Okay. So, okay. I love there's a look at the little rooster head. Okay, so I guess this is the actual coffee maker. So let's try this.
A charming barista grinds coffee in your kitchen.
She's
working so busily, she
cute.
doesn't even seem to notice you. You stand there for a good few minutes before she spies you, startled out of her intense focus.
Aww.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Roofbacks, the home of all your coffee needs.
Aww.
I'm Kirby, happy to help.
This is okay. This is what the table. Oh, that's so cool. Well, thank you, Mott's, for the recommendation to talk to the coffee maker. Hi, Kofi.
G'day.
G'day. Oh, you're so cute. So you're my coffee maker?
I, sure am. Here to make your day just a little bit brighter with a touch of coffee.
Aww.
Gosh, that never gets any less awkward to say.
I feel that. I was, so a little bit of Jordan lore. I was a barista at Starbucks all through high school and then into college. So and then even afterwards, because I did in grad school for a little bit too. So roughly right around like 10 years, give or take. And yeah, some things you just never get less awkward.
What can I get for you today?
So I personally, my favorite drink of choice is a white chocolate mocha with soy milk, typically. Or, I'm trying to remember the other one that I usually get. If I'm at home, I usually do just regular coffee with like French vanilla creamer and like 2 sugars. There's another one that I usually get though too. I also like milk teas. There's a really good Oreo milk tea near my house. Anyways. Ooh, there we go. A latte. Very easy to make.
1 latte coming right up.
The fun thing too is like, y'all, if you are ever like, I am craving a certain brand's like coffee, but I don't want to drop like $7 or $8. It's actually a lot cheaper to make it at home, and it's a lot easier too.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and mixing with an impressive speed.
And voila!
I
1
love
latte
that.
just for you. Hope you like it. Is there anything you'd like to know about the latte?
Oh. So what is a latte? Why is it called a latte? Tell me more about latte art.
Oh gosh, where do I begin?
Yeah.
There's all different kinds of patterns to choose from. Hearts, tulips.
Yep.
And probably one of the most essential patterns for any good barista to learn is the Rosetta pattern.
Yep.
It's supposed to be based off this plant, but I forgot the full name of it.
Is it called a Rosetta?
That's probably it, yeah. We'll see you next time.
Yay. Sweet. Oh, we actually get a latte. That's cool. Yeah, lattes are like one of the easiest things to make. It's literally just, depending on the size, a couple shots of espresso, some steamed milk, and then you got your latte right there, basically. And then depending on what flavor you want, you can add in there. There was something I want. Okay, is it going to make the weird noise again? Please no. Thank you. It didn't this time. Okay, because, okay, it is. I'm so sorry, y'all. I wanted to see. Hang on. Okay. So if I do it this way, it doesn't make the noise. So that's good to know. Sorry about that. Dommed in. Okay. Does it say pronouns? Because I want to make sure I get everyone's pronouns correct. Come see Kopi again for a cup of something caffeinated. You met Kopi, the sweetest pep talker you ever met. Always ready to lift your spirits with your favorite beverage. A spicy personality with a silky exterior to boot, Kopi is that one companion who's ready to hype you up in the morning for the rest of your day. Energetic and suave, she's the one you can turn to for warming your heart. She's dependable and resourceful. The one thing Kopi is really good at is keeping from spilling the beans. But with her excellent secret keeping comes the tendency to jump to conclusions, so she can be a little volatile. Oh, she's so sweet though. Likes waking up early, nice smelling conditioner, means dislikes bureaucracy, management, and unpaid overtime. I feel that. Honestly, felt. Yeah. I love that. Okay, so I know now for when I'm scrolling to go here. Otherwise, it's going to just be a lot. So he is voiced by Liam. That's what I thought. Dislikes oil. Oh, boy. Okay. I love the designs. Steadiness, protection, exotic furniture from distant lands. Dislikes tomfoolery. And is voiced by Steve Bloom. That's what I thought. I was wondering. Friends. Okay. Anything from last week? And that's Felicia. I thought so. Okay. Really interesting. I love the designs. Like, talk about a cosplayer's dream right here. Just all the different designs. Hi, Maggie. Privacy and boundaries. Well, I like privacy and boundaries quite a bit. Just look at all these silhouettes. They're so interesting. Yeah, we got 102 that we can mess with. Okay. Why is it saying that one is... Ooh, is it Betty? She hates mornings. Well, woman after my own heart. Resting, fluff, and big hugs. I love it. And I want to say her actress, I was thinking of... Hi, I'm majorly into anime. What's her face from Seven Deadly Sins? She plays one of the commandments. I can picture her, I just can't think of her name. Okay, Discord, what's up?
Hey!
Hey!
Things in labor limbo. You been using all that extra time to do anything fun?
I'm talking to furniture. Something weird happened to me. Boy, do I have a story for you. Kinda, my life got a little weirder.
Weirder how?
I got a mysterious package from a mysterious person. I got this weird gift in the mail.
What, just out of nowhere? So what was it?
Special glasses. Glasses with a certain power. These glasses can do... We're not supposed to tell
What's
anybody.
so special about them? Huh?
I didn't mean to click
I
that.
know you've been watching too much anime. What do you mean?
Listen, don't call me out here. That's not all though. Exactly what I said, and there's more. I'm not done yet.
How? What else is there?
So much. I'm getting to know them. We're hanging out. I might be developing relationships with them. I'm getting to know them.
You understand how insane you sound right now, right? Like, if you were literally anyone else, I'd be like, oh, this person thinks I'm stupid.
No.
You're serious? You're not fucking with me?
I am not fucking with you. I am 1000% serious.
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
How? What? You seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses?
Yes.
Date theaters?
Yes.
This is too much. I'm not equipped to process this today.
Well.
I'm logging off. Goodbye.
Okay. Well. What happened to we listen and we don't judge? Well. So much for we listen and we don't judge. Okay, and the other one is the dryer. I'm gonna go with blue is washer. Dryer is higher is always how I used to remember as a kid. Alright, this is Pandora's suggestion.
An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Oh no.
Well, hello there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you.
Pandora? Pandora, you knew what you were doing? Fuck you. That was for you directly? For those of you that don't know, I may or may not play a lot of BG3. I may or may not have a few Astarian emotes. This is Neil, I am pretty sure. Pandora? How dare?
Yes.
Drysdale. I love it. You may be excited. Seems like a pretty basic greeting.
I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm excited to meet you too. You don't know whether or not you're excited to meet me. I'd say be excited. I'm pretty cool.
Well, how can I know for sure? You might turn out to be fabulously interesting, in which case, yes, I am thrilled. Pass the champagne. Or you might, in reality, be a dud. A wet blanket. A bore.
Well, that's a shame.
If that happens, and I've already committed to excitement, I'd look like a bit of a moron now, wouldn't I?
No. Sure, I guess that makes sense. Definitely can't risk looking like a silly person.
Can't, shan't, won't. Dignity is key.
Oh my god.
So, tell me, am I excited? Or am I already sorry I asked?
I don't know.
Keep in mind, when I'm disappointed, my finely toned trapezii tend to flare unexpectedly.
Okay. Oh no, I don't have enough charm. Those are quite toned. I am an exciting person, I think. Oh, excited? I've charmed you right off your feet, haven't I? Those are quite toned.
Naturally. As an energetic equilibrist,
Oh my
I
God.
must keep my body in tip-top shape.
Oh my god.
I can see that, you do not make that a priority.
Rude. That was rude. That was really fucking rude. Wait, but I do. Yeah, I sure don't. I hate working out. Listen. I work
You
out
think this, do you?
in a...
Such adorable self-delusion.
Wow.
Ha, indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel.
Wow. How do you work out exactly?
Cherub, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I am
Cherub?
nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable.
Wow, that is a really good word. You must be creative too.
Devilishly so.
Don't look at me like that.
I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect metabolic masterpiece.
Using only what's here in the laundry room?
Gasp.
Gasp.
I've had a sudden flash that I should feel excited, but I am not sure why. Explain yourself, brain. Oh, no, wait. I figured it out. Oh, that's more points for me. Huzzah! Would you, my new lovely acquaintance, like to help me create the perfect challenge for my body and mind?
Sure.
Would you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps?
Build a workout together? That sounds awesome. I don't think so. I'm really not a very fit person. Sure.
Awesome, yes. As incapable of inspiring awe, just like my obliques.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god. Love the humility, dude. Obliques will start there.
I know. I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20.
Is Florence the floor? Titus, I'm assuming, is like the detergent?
What do you think?
Who is Florence? Titus was that. Really don't think Titus is gonna like being twisted. Who's Florence?
Florence, the floor.
That's what I thought.
You haven't met Florence?
No, I haven't met them yet. Not yet?
She and Mare Celia are my 2 favorite dishy divas.
Gotcha, and Celia's probably the ceiling. Cool.
Get together, a little Lambrusco, raise a little hell. She hates working out, but I'm absolutely sure she'll support me.
Okay.
Oh, I made another joke. That one wasn't even intentional. I'm amazing.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Titus was that.
Titus, the detergent. If you think I'm dramatic.
Oh jeez.
What do you think?
I really don't think Titus is gonna like being twisted.
Oh, Cherub, you're right. I didn't even think of that. So, you've met her then?
No. No, but I've heard about her. Yeah.
She might not appreciate being included in my sweat sesh, but twisted... Let's just say she has some dark and deeply held feelings.
Oh. I think I'm afraid of her now a little. This is the weirdest laundry room. Okay, let's work at those glutes.
May I divulge an incy-wincy little secret?
Sure. The wincier the better.
To me, it isn't the gluteus maximus.
Okay.
It's the glorious marvelous.
Oh
It's my
my.
favorite muscle group. I even love sitting on it. I'm that much of a fan.
Listen, then I also am a big fan. Then let's get it rocking. Same here, weirdly. Do you have a favorite exercise for it? Same here, weirdly.
The perfect move. The deadlift. Deadlift, deadlift, deadlift. Ah, ambrosia.
What's the best thing to deadlift around here?
Look around. What do you think?
Oh, you. The hamper, the washing machine? Why do I feel like if I say the washing machine, it's going to be a very controversial thing? The hamper?
Gasp! Harper? No, no, no. Innocent. She's a lovely girl, but I don't want her getting any ideas about attachment, interest, lifelong devotion, betrayal, that sort of thing. She's, touchy.
Oh. Sounds fun.
Yes, fun. As long as your idea of fun involves stalking, body sprayed scented death threats, and those twisty eyes one might find on a psychotic clown.
Oh, no.
She's a sweetheart, really. But, no.
The washing machine?
Yes, the washing machine. My Washford. I used to use Washford.
Oh. Used to deadlift Washford? That's the name. That's how you say it.
Yes. I would lift him. He would lift me.
Doing the horizontal tango, perhaps?
My glorious marvelous. It has fallen into such disrepair in recent years.
Oh. Okay, well, let's move on to our pecs and not worry about the glorious marvelous for now. Let's go get him and fix all this old miscommunication and get a real workout in.
All right. Onward and upward.
Communication, it's
I
important.
emerge from the darkness, and like the phoenix rising from the ashes, I call my love back to me, my truest love and friend.
Yeah.
Dear, you don't happen to have a feather boa on you by any chance? I always dreamed if I did something this dramatic, I'd be draped in a bright purple feather boa.
I don't. I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about answering that. I know your garments intimately. And there ain't no boa.
Nope, there's not.
Call Washford for me.
Okay. Well, like on the phone? Wait, are you kidding me? You were physically on top of each other and you're not talking? Wait, like on the phone?
No, just with your voice. Just vibrate those glorious pipes of yours and call out the name.
Washford. You two are ridiculous. I can't believe I'm doing this. Washford.
Just wait a moment. He should be here.
Oh no.
It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to traverse the great distance that still persists between us.
Oh no.
You'll have to use your feet. Not as glorious. Slightly floppy, really, but hopefully effective. Have at it.
Okay then. Well, considering I wanted to save one of the charges, I wish we had more charges for the day because I feel like we barely got started and the day's already over. Because I do want to talk to Betty again, but I want to explore more, you know? Oh my god, there's a bear! Bear. Hang on.
There's something so intensely familiar about the cuddly stranger standing in your closet.
Oh.
The combination of his massive stature and the soft materials he wears produces an almost irresistible urge to hug him. And the aura of safety he emanates certainly doesn't help.
You look so cuddly.
Well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Teddy. Oh. Am I? Wow, thank you. I'll bet you say that to everybody. Wow, thank you.
You are very welcome.
I love him.
You are so kind to express your gratitude like that. I feel like that's a bit of a lost art these days.
I agree.
To be honest, it's just so nice that you can really feel your gratitude.
Oh.
It feels good. It's one of my favorite things. Right behind fresh hot chocolate, warm in a mug in my hand.
Oh my god, same. Are we soulmates?
Oh, and munching on a big bowl of popcorn.
Oh my god, that's my ideal Friday night.
Ooh, and going for a beautiful, long, slow meander out in the fresh air and taking deep breaths and listening to the trees.
How am I supposed to man. There's so many options, y'all. I don't know what to do. I am perplexed.
There's a lot to love around us, huh? What
Yeah.
are some of your favorite things?
Oh, hot chocolate, no contest.
Ha! There you go. I must have made hot chocolate 100 different ways in my life, and every time, it's just the best.
Agreed.
I think at this point I might be mostly made of hot chocolate. Not that I'm complaining. It makes sense that I would be warm and delicious. Tell me, what brought you around to see me?
I was exploring. First, I had to ask, is it weird that we're talking in a closet?
Not at all. Not for me, anyway. Closets are some of my favorite rooms in a house.
Oh, same.
Get a good cozy blanket, a candle, and close that door, and you've got a perfect little cocoon. A little nest of
He
peace and
gets
safety.
me. He literally gets me.
You're welcome to share mine, or we can sit on the bed and talk. I'm comfortable in either place. And no matter where I am, I'll always be happy to be with you.
Stop.
I'll leave it up to you. Where should I go?
Can we go to bed? I want to cuddle. Bringing you to bed with me would be nice. Yeah.
So comfy. I've got a terrific story lined up for you tonight. Are you ready?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Being that it's getting to nighty-night time, I got a story to help you drift off to sleep.
Perfect.
For me, whenever it's daytime, I'll give advice. But at sleepy time, it's story time.
Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Yes.
Want to hear my story?
Yes, I do. Yeah, sure.
Oh, this one. This is the biggie, buddy. It's a good one.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm locked in. Is it a long one? Can't wait. No, is it a lot? I can't wait,
The
man.
great constructing of Beaver Proudtail.
I am so excited, everybody. Get your hot chocolates ready. This is gonna be so good.
It was very early in the morning, one cold and foggy day, a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Young Beaver Proudtail was walking quietly and efficiently through the dugout tunnels of his den, his trusty stick tucked confidently under one arm. It was at this time every morning that the young beaver made his rounds, through the whole den where his colony lived, and then up and out the riverbank, where the world he knew, the world he vigilantly protected, met the strangeness of outside. His large tail balanced him expertly as he climbed the long entrance tunnel to the surface, occasionally using his dignified stick in an undignified manner to scramble up the pathway. As he heaved himself out onto the bank of the river, Beaver's attentiveness grew even more acute. It was dangerous to be outside alone. The Great War with the colony across the river had been going on for as long as he could remember, and a fair bit of time beyond that. It seemed like there had always been the war. He couldn't remember any outright battles or even any scrappy skirmishes, but they were definitely at war. He was sure of it.
No.
For a moment, he almost asked himself what the war was even about. But he forgot to finish the question. He was very young, after all, and what did it matter? The colony was on the other side of the river, and beavers didn't even cross rivers.
Oh.
He smartly tucked his stick back under his arm and began his patrol. So many steps this way, a scrutinizing scan, and so many steps back. But today, something was different. On the other bank of the river, through the fog, he heard the distinctive sounds of battle.
Uh-oh.
On guard, ye scum-footed knave, the voice cried. Defy me at your peril. The sounds of the wood clanging against wood echoed through the fog. Hey-ya! Pow! Bing, bang, boom!
Nice voices.
Thank you. Who goes there? Shouted Beaver, his heart in his little throat. As an answer, he heard a young and high-pitched yelp. My name is Builder. Hi?
Oh.
Hi. It was all Beaver could manage. He was talking to another creature, a stranger, and a stranger from across the river at that. How many times had the colony council, the denizen, warned him about the dangers of this? It was strictly against the rules.
Uh-oh.
And Beaver had always followed the rules.
Uh-oh.
Hi! The voice came careening back across the water. What's your name?
Oh, no. This is probably, again, neurospacey brain here just went, what's your name? What? What's your name? Tony. Tony? Fuck you, Tony. I think it goes something like that. I could have gotten it wrong.
Beaver heaved a deep breath. Whoever this builder was, Beaver was not going to be shown less brave than he. I'm Beaver. Beaver Proudtail.
I love this.
Well, hello, Beaver Patton. Builder Jumpfoot's my name. I'm playing at war. Want to join me?
Oh.
I most certainly do not, cried Beaver. Playing at war? War is serious business, not for playing. My colony is in a war right now.
Oh.
And I'm going to be a general when I grow up.
Oh.
I'm going to win that war. You'll see.
Oh.
Oh, gosh, sighed Builder. I sure hope you do. My colony is in a war too, and I'm so tired of it. That's why I made it a game. Games are so much less boring than warring all the time.
Oh.
The pieces began rapidly whirling around in Beaver's mind. Builder's colony. He's at war too.
Uh-oh.
Right across the river.
Oh, no.
He realized he was talking to a beaver from the colony across the river, his sworn enemy since birth.
Oh, no. Plot twist.
Just then, the wind blew a gentle clearing in the fog, and the two young beavers saw each other for the first time. They could have been twins. Bright black eyes, thick tails, strong sticks, embellished with their colony colors. Builder's face broke into a broad grin. You look just like me!
Oh.
Scoffed Beaver. I'd say you look just like me. Builder laughed. The two regarded each other in amazement for another moment. It was the first time either of them had seen a denizen from the other colony.
Oh. This story hitting, y'all.
Builder leaned down and hefted up a perfect pebble from the riverside. Not too big, not too small. He tossed it up. With perfect timing, he swung his stick easily, and Beaver heard it crack as it met the pebble in midair and sent it winging across the water. Instinctively, Beaver reached out and caught it in his paw. Now he was accepting contraband.
Uh-oh.
What would his parents say?
I don't know. That's blasphemy. Probably that it's not a good idea. I wonder.
But, upon inspection, the pebble was quite beautiful. It had a single bold red stripe around it, and it was wet from the riverside mud. His young mind decided that he would keep it. He would keep it a secret, of course, and that was all right. The
Aww.
denizen didn't have to know everything. The clearing and the fog began to fill with thickened air. He looked up, suddenly anxious to lose his new
Aww.
friend. Friend? Huh. How quickly that had happened.
We love to see it.
And there Builder was, smiling and waving. Maybe we'll play together again soon, he offered.
Aww.
Beaver gripped the pebble and nodded. Yes. Yes, maybe. One day. And then Builder was lost.
Aww.
Beaver finished his patrol and took his new experience, his pebble, and his smartly tucked stick back down to the colony. How you doing, buddy? Need a break?
Oh, what do you mean? I mean, this is fun.
Many seasons had passed since that morning when Beaver Proudtail,
Oh.
all grown up, marched through the tunnels of his colony toward his audience with the denizen.
Not the denizen.
Today was the day he'd been anticipating his whole life. Today, he would be made an under-general of the colony, and he'd finally have the chance to present his machine. See, the machine he envisioned was a daring one. He was prepared for pushback and doubt from the council. The longest, in particular.
Oh.
The longest had been the leader of the denizens for most of his life. And she was not always interested in things new or unfamiliar. Beaver's machine was both. But he believed in it, and he was determined to persevere.
I love it. Yeah,
He
he's...
rapped on the denizen chamber door. Knock, knock. Enter! He took a deep breath
I love
and
it.
pushed.
Please tell me it's actually his buddy.
My goodness, Beaver,
I knew it.
sighed the longest, brows knitted.
Never
This
mind.
machine is quite an undertaking.
I thought maybe.
And you won't even tell us what it does. Yes, ma'am. Beaver nodded. It must be kept a secret, for now. But I promise, it will conclusively end this war. The longest considered. Normally, I would say no. Unfamiliar can be dangerous, and outright new, well. She stroked her silver-gray whiskers. The other council members watched her reverently.
Okay.
But we have all seen the construction beginning on the other side of the river. We have no way of knowing what they're up to, and it would be irresponsible of us to take no action at all. They're doing something. We must do something too. Deep murmurs of assent rippled around the small stump table. And we trust Beaver. He is our newest under-general, after all. She winked in his direction. If he believes his machine will truly and finally tip the balance of the Great War in our favor. She paused. The silence was agonizing. Beaver kept his eyes fixed on the wall just behind her head, patient. His paw unconsciously turned and returned a small pebble in his pocket, caressing along the line of a single great red stripe.
Are you gonna
Then
play
the
ball?
mission is granted. Beaver let go the breath he had been holding. Whew. Begin construction as soon as you are able, Under-General. And good luck. She smiled warmly, but the burden of her long years of leadership showed through her sagging cheeks. We will be watching. Beaver smartly untucked and retucked his stick, slapped his tail once against the packed ground in assent. Yes, ma'am. Longest. I'll begin right away.
Oh.
He turned on his heel and marched out of the chamber. It was the first day of summer. It was going to be a long and exciting season. At first, the build crews the longest had placed under his command were reticent. What are we building? They would complain. What does it do?
This is so cute.
When Beaver said nothing and admonished them to follow instructions, their eyes flickered nervously to the building across the river. Maybe it's something to help us fish the river, Corinth Blue Eye speculated. Did you hear? Denny Strongpaw almost got swept away yesterday. And his whole crew.
Oh my goodness.
But Denny's the strongest fisher we have. Shelby Tunneler sighed. Ah, this river. It's so fast. Yes, yes, retorted Maddened Sharptooth. But fishing will not win us the war. We must focus on the war. And the others agreed and went back to their building.
Aww.
Sometimes the longest would come to check on the machine, casting her critical eye over every joint and pillar. Most often, she went back below with hardly a word to Beaver, appraising, wearing her doubt like a shawl.
Aww.
But as the summer season progressed, the mood began to shift. Crews would show up to their duties early. They smiled more. They stood up straighter when Beaver came by them or looked to them for progress.
Are you having fun?
The machine, whatever it was taking shape, and its scale was impressive. It looked angry. It looked like the great weapon they all hoped and prayed it was.
Oh boy.
The crews began comparing their machine to the thing on the other side of the river. They even began trading barbs and joked with the beavers working on the other side. They pushed and prodded about who would finish their project first. Ours is a ship to go to the sky, and from there, we'll drop stars on you, and we'll win the war. Ha! Would come the reply. Ours is a wooden dragon who lives under the water, who can take us safely across this speeding river, and we'll come upon you unexpectedly, and we'll win the war.
Oh,
Days were
jeez.
marked now by hard work, and the sounds of challenge ricocheting across the water.
Oh.
Beaver, said the longest as she held onto his arm one day late into the summer sun, I don't need to tell you. The whole colony speaks of nothing but your machine. They are all so proud of you. Beaver nodded solemnly. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh.
But the season draws on. You must finish before the rains come. And then you'll have to finally tell us what this is that you've created. Beaver's paw found the lucky pebble in his pocket. Yes, ma'am, we will be done. And I will test it, and you will watch. You'll see the destruction of our enemy. The longest squeezed his arm affectionately, and together they looked out over the setting sun and the water.
The enemy is the war. They're trying to get rid of the
How you doing,
war.
buddy? Need a break?
See, I don't want to say I'm so bored because I'm not bored, but the story is getting very long. But I feel like we maybe are nearing the end of it.
And then the day came. The crew stood around the great machine, eyeing with wonder the marvel that they had built. A few beaver folk noticed how similar theirs looked to the one across the river. But that was okay, they reasoned. They had been built facing each other after all. Beaver Proudtail strode up to the front of his machine. With his well-worn stick and his powerful bearing, he cut quite a figure. Corinth Blue Eye and Shelby Tunneler stood just behind him, awaiting their orders. All right, Corinth. Beaver turned to face them. Do you have the rope? Yes, sir. Corinth turned to Shelby, who produced the end of a long length of woven rope from a basket in the base of the machine. Time to get me up there, then. With the end of the rope tied around his waist, Beaver climbed up to what looked like a large square of woven netting, pulled tightly back from its center by a thick cable. The cable was held by 4 whole crews of beaver folk, straining against the resistance of the net. The longest stood back at a safe distance, her shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders to ward off the early autumn chill. Beaver settled himself right in the middle of the netting, at the last moment shaking his head in sudden memory. Here, he said to Shelby, and handed her his precious stick. I'll be back, queried Shelby. Ready, crews, shouted Beaver. Ready, under general, came the chorused reply. And loose! At their cue, the crews simultaneously released their hold on the cable.
I thought so.
And the netting rocketed forward, launching Beaver Proudtail out into the air.
Oh no!
Great river! They cried in consternation and shock. What? Where is he gone? Is he all right? What have we done? The confusion was so great that
you're
not
all
even
scared.
the longest could restore order. Minutes passed before another shape came sailing over the river from the other side to plop safely and squarely into the center of the net. It was Beaver. He had the same square head and the same rope wrapped securely around his waist. Good Lord! What a ride! That's the most fun I've had in weeks, said the shape in the net. He began to disentangle himself and stand up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Beaver after all. The roil of
Oh.
the cruise was instant and a bit frightening. Who is this? Who are you? They cried, and the longest shouted at the top of her lungs, Detain the stranger! The crews pulled him down from the net, and the stranger never stopped smiling, greeting them warmly, even patting some of the beaver folk on the back. He looked just like Beaver. But Beaver never smiled like that.
Stop.
Beaver hardly smiled at all, come to think of it. I can understand your confusion, said the stranger genially. Beaver and I looked so much alike, even when we were kids. My name is Builder. Builder Jumpfoot. When no reply or greeting was forthcoming, Builder went on. I'm from the colony across the river. Oh, the silence was absolute. Across the river? How was that possible? Was he a weapon? Where was Beaver? How were they ever to get him back?
However, come on, Builder. I know he's got the right idea here. He probably just
Builder
dead.
just smiled, absolutely at his ease, seemingly pleased as punch to be among all these new friends.
Aww.
And into this silence sailed the figure of Beaver, a new rope tied around his waist. There were now 3 lines of thick rope across the river.
They're building a small rope bridge.
Beaver landed expertly in the center of the net, untied his waist rope, and climbed down.
Aww.
You are Builder? Beaver reached out his paw to the stranger. And you could only be Beaver, the stranger exclaimed, gripping that paw warmly with his own. I am Builder indeed. And it has been the dream of my life to finally meet you like this, in the daylight, on the same soil. Mine as well, my friend. Beaver, for the first time in his life, allowed himself a great, eye-crinkling smile. I almost can't believe it worked. Now, wait just a minute, trilled the longest, making her slow path down to the machine. What on Riverbank is happening here? We are at war, Beaver. And Builder, too. You both should know better. Beaver, you promised us that your machine would win the war, and here you have brought the enemy. You promised to destroy right to the mouth of our colony tunnel.
Aww.
Beaver turned to the longest with an open face. Yes, ma'am, I did. I believe you'll agree, though, that I have won the war. We have all won the war, because the war is over. The longest stared. The machines that we have built will allow us to become not 2 colonies at war, but a single colony, united.
Stop!
The machines are designed to dam this river, ma'am, offered Builder. I believe you have the same dangers with fishing and swimming that we do. That you have never crossed it? The crews cackled at the absurdity of ever crossing this raging river. We have no need to fight the river now, you see? Builder continued. We sail above it, just as the single pebble did long ago, whispered Beaver.
Oh!
Builder smiled. We have already carried 3 great ropes from side to side between us, and it will be short work to have a whole net built across the river. Once the river is dammed, it will be a still pond, stocked with all the fish we could ever need, calm enough for us and our kits to play in. We will be a great community, the first colonies to ever cross water, the first ingenious constructors in the history of us. The crews were open-mouthed. Their paws hung still at their sides as they realized the magnitude of what they had accomplished. But would it truly be good, as they said? Who was really to say how this great feat would be remembered?
I don't
The
know.
longest took a deep, rattling breath. I can see why you did not tell us at first, Beaver, the true purpose of your machine. She glanced at him sidelong. I surely would have said no. Nothing this daring has ever even been attempted before, let alone under the mask of subterfuge. Beaver looked up at her, suddenly a very young kit again in his heart. Yes, that is true, ma'am. I have won the war. I have won by making it go away.
Yeah.
We have all won it. By making friends out of old enemies.
Stop. This is too cute.
Mother, do you like it?
I knew it.
The longest looked fondly on her son.
I knew it.
Her serious and guarded and daring and wonderful son. Yes, child. I have never been more proud of anyone.
Stop.
Builder guffawed and began to dance around, slapping Beaver brazenly and companionably on his back. Beaver stood solemn, quiet, a gentle smile tickling the corners of his mouth, satisfied. It was, as they had promised, quick work to dam the river. Beaver and Builder were excellent guides, and the crew from both sides of the river proved naturally adept and joyous in their work. Before the autumn settled in, a great still pool existed between the 2 colonies. Kits splashing and playing and parents fishing safely. Denny Strongpaw, the best fisher in the fast water, turned out to be the best fisher in Stillwater, too. Much to his delight.
Oh.
And very early each morning, Beaver Proudtail still crept quietly from the colony and performed his morning rounds. He had never missed a day. But now, his favorite part of his patrol was seeing Builder Jumpfoot across the water and batting a very specific, very lucky, red striped pebble back and forth.
Oh, that was a really nice story. Peace and love forever.
That's just it.
Oh,
Thanks for listening all the way through. Good night, buddy.
good night. Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, and there he is on the bed. Stop. Oh. Well, that was so sweet. Y'all, thank you so much for today. Hello, bird. Do you mind? I'm saying goodbye. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today for another episode of Date Everything. This is so sweet. I don't know how I'm gonna just choose. Oh, that was so touching. I love the story elements of it, and this is a very sweet story. So, and I am sure that this is not the end of like the wholesome, but also the wildness that we're going to see present in this game and in this series. So, like I said, I'm excited to explore some more. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to the channel or heading over to my Twitch and dropping a follow there. Like I said, I am over there on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, usually doing some co-working in the mornings, and then we usually do some story games and TTRPG stuff in the afternoon. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye, everybody.